Hi everyone! Today I will be reading Ursula's Funland at part 1, The Howler. Will Ava be able to find the ghost haunting the Howler roller coaster and convince it to leave? Let's see. Chapter 1, Opening Night. Ava stands at the park entrance. She watches hordes of people stream through the gates. Everyone seems so happy and excited. Ava just feels nervous. Beside her, a juggler in a sequined jacket is tossing knives through the air. Ava watches the park lights glint off the steel. "You're the daughter, aren't you?" Ava jumps in startled. She turns to see a tall, pale boy with black, flashing eyes. He looks to be around her age. "Yeah, my dad is the one who reopened the park," she stammers. "It's always been his big dream to run an amusement park. This is one of his chance, so I'm a little nervous for him." Ava smiles shyly. The boy just peers at her. His hair blows in the breeze. "I live across the street from you," he says. Ava pictures his house. It's dark and covered in vines. "And aren't there boards on the windows?" "It's weird to be new in the town," Ava says. "And even weirder to live by an amusement park. Have you lived here for a while?" The boy nods. "All my life. I'm surprised anyone would want to reopen it. You know, after the accident." "Accident?" The boy frowns. "About 50 years ago, there was a terrible accident here," he tells her. "Many people died." Ava gulps. The knife jugglers picks up speed. The blades twirl faster through the air. "But that's horrible," Ava gasps. "What happened?" No one really knows. Some say the roller coaster flew off the tracks. Some says this place is haunted. But people says a lot of things. "Ha! Haunted!" Ava tries to laugh, but her voice sounds shaky. "And what do you say?" "I say," the boy whispers, "that life is strange." The knife juggler lets out a shout, and one of the blades slips and slices the side of his hand. Haunted history. Ava stares in shock as the juggler runs off. "He'll be all right." "I'm Oliver, by the way." The boy offers his hand and takes a pale finger in hers. She is surprised at how cold he feels on the hot night. "I'm Ava. So, do you know a lot about the park, huh?" He smirks. "More than I'd like to. Would you like a history lesson?" They make their way through the crowd. People laugh at the carnival games. The big rides whirl through the air, and shrieks can be heard across the park. "Did you know the Howler is one of the oldest roller coasters in the country?" Oliver asked. "I'm surprised your dad was able to get it running again." "He's really proud of it," he said. "It needed only a few repairs." Ava spots her dad up on the Howler platform, taking tickets. He's wearing a top hat and he looks so happy. The coaster whooshes overhead and people scream. It slows to stop. Strangely, one woman continues screaming, "My throat! My throat!" she shrieks. Someone was strangling me. Ava's father rushes to help the hysterical woman out of her seat. Her hands were on my throat. She wanted to kill me. A crowd gathers around the woman. Ava's own throat begins to feel tight, like she can hardly swallow. Wow, she's upset, Ava says. I guess the person riding with her must have grabbed her during a scary part? No, Oliver peers at her. Didn't you see? She was riding alone. Chapter 3. Tricked and Trapped. Ava sits in her room, chewing her thumbnail. She can hear her dad mumbling into the phone. He had to close the park early. Now he's worried people won't come back. And his dreams for the park are over. Ava can't let that happen. Ava waits until her dad's bedroom light clicks off. Then she slips quietly out in the front door. The park is silent and dark when she arrives. She stands beneath the looming Ferris wheel and glances her watch. It is 1:05 a.m. Hello, a voice behind her says. She jumps and turns to Oliver. You scared me to death, she hisses. Oliver just walks toward the Howler. The coaster sits in the shadows, nearly empty. So, you know to fix it? Ava calls after him. Oliver doesn't respond. He walks up the coaster platform and climbs into the seat. Confused, Ava slowly follows. Join me, he says, and pats the seat beside him. Ava's heart felt as tough as it's pounding out of her chest. But she does as he says. She pulls the safety bar down over the two of them, locking it into place. Whoa, that's scary. Wait, where are you? Ava hears a noise and quickly turns to scan the darkness. When she turns back, Oliver is no longer beside her. He's up on the platform. How did he get out of the safety bar? This is very important, Oliver shouts down at her. The ghost grabs you. Open your eyes and let her know you see her. Wait, ghost? What ghost? Ava tries to jump up, but the metal bar holds her tight. I didn't know. I didn't believe in ghosts either. Until this place. If you're brave, you can set her free and just let her know you see her. This is insane, Oliver. Let me off, right? Suddenly, the coaster lurches forward. Ava shrieks as it climbs up the hill. Her stomach clenches and she reaches the top. Then, whoosh! She's swooping through the air. The Howler roars into the loop. Ava squeezes her eyes shut in the fear. That's when she feels them, two cold hands wrapping around her throat. The final howl. Ava screams, but there is no sound. She thinks of her dad smiling in his top hat. Ava forces her eyes open. Beside her sits a young woman. She's pale and howling, her white hair streaming behind her. There's a deep cut circling her neck. Ava stares in terror into her empty white eyes. I see you! I don't know what happened to you, but I'm sorry! Ava shouts in the rushing wind. The park suddenly blazes to life. every light flickers on every ride. Every ride begins to twist rapidly through the air. Ava can hear music booming from the old pipe organ. The pale woman's hand tightened as they whoosh into a tunnel. By the time the Howler emerges, the ghost is gone. Ava sits alone, gasping. She comes to stop in front of Oliver. The park is somehow silent and dark. Once more, nothing moves, except for Oliver's hair in the breeze. You did it! Oliver smiles at her and helps her stand up on wobbly legs. Ava wants to shout at him, but she is too shaken. At least she saved the park for her dad. Oliver is life. Life is strange, and life in Ursula's Funland is terrifying. The end. I hope you guys enjoy it. But this is very fun. I hope you guys can watch again. Bye. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment if there's any feedback. Bye.